We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him, because right now they probably have to...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Open man right side is Ingram. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Dragon 60.
3rd down, it's Willis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill, and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Wide open. 6, Madden. 43 rails. Set.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 35 on second down, Tua, and going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Set punt.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On the ready.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
4th down, Willis. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the check.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They're going deep for Hill. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Tua now on 1st down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Tua now on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 27, Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stop low 18. Check smash. Check smash. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A 71-yard punt return. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second down. Willis. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
5-60. Plastic, 6. Red, cycle.
Tua going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Ready?
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready up.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Go street. Warrior 70.
Willis.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 42. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Henry up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Hot 70, hot 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Willis, 4th down here.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
19.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Willis, got to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And some room to roam now. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9. Willis flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. The quick slant caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go now.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ready, go. Fight, 97.
From the 24, Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, Willis. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, oh.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
After the sack on first down, Tua. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language. Maybe
so they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this one to Ezekama. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Got it.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores.
He's got a man, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, Willis to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over here
on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away